Right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you happen to be. My name is Paul. You possibly know me as Knack, and you possibly know me from my daily teasers, my little daily teaser videos that go past every so often. What you might not know is I also watch TV shows and try and talk about them on video, and I occasionally watch movies as well and try and talk about them. Just so you know, I've got a 5-star rating system for movies, just in case you're interested, that goes from 0, forget it, all the way up to 4. Fantastic. Long story there, but it goes from 0 to 4. It's 5 stars there. It's just one of them's a 0. Bad. And the others, you get the gist. At any rate, tonight I've managed to stay in with the incredibly long named Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar. Take 2. Let me do that again. I've seen Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children tonight, and I thought I'd tell you about it. Just to give you a quick summary, it's based on the book of the same name, and Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children introduces us to a teenager called Jake, played by Asa Butterfield, who's been brought up on stories of monsters told to him by his grandfather, Abe, played by Terence Stamp. Abe survived a childhood in a very peculiar children's home and survived World War II by chasing monsters. One night, when Jake gets to 16, one night he visits his grandfather after his grandfather doesn't answer the phone. And Jake finds the old man in the back garden on the edge of some woodlands, slowly dying and with his eyes plucked out. Nice. And that is obviously something he finds deeply disturbing. He manages to go through the old man's letters and finds one Abe got only a short time ago from the mysterious Miss Peregrine, Eva Green, who looks fantastic, as she always does. Yeah, leave it there. At any rate, he finds this letter giving the location of the children's home he lived in. And with the persuasion of some of the stuff in the old man's letter drawer, and with the help of his family psychiatrist, he and his father, Frank, Chris O'Dowd, decide to go and find the children's home on a little island just off the Welsh coast. It's only when they get there they find the place was bombed in 1943. Things are looking peculiar. Let's put it that way. Now, did I find Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children a good film? Did I enjoy it? Yes, I did. I enjoyed this film quite a bit. It's the world building to it is quite interesting to see. It's talk of inbrains and peculiars and hollows and whites and excuse me. If you're a fantasy fan, it's an interesting thing to see. An interesting world that could have been put together a bit better, but is still quite interesting and well done. It's quite good from that regard. Acting wise, I think Eva Green, as ever, and Judi Dench are fantastic. The younger performers, and Asa Butterfield is quite a talent, I think, bless him. The younger performers, they're a bunch of kids, so there's a varied mixed bag there. Bless him, Samuel L. Jackson is Samuel Jackson as ever, over the top, and I couldn't help but think of Pulp Fiction every time Samuel Jackson does a big speech as Mr. Barron. I couldn't help but think of Pulp Fiction every time, so that's possibly a flaw, possibly a good thing. But on the whole, the script's okay. The acting goes from over the top to wooden. The effects are okay. The actual house itself, the children's home itself, is fantastic looking, and some of the wilder parts of Wales are great. But I'm very aware that I don't think Miss Peregrine's home for peculiar children is perfect. I've got a 5-star rating system, as I think I've already said, that goes from 0 at the bottom to 4 at the top. I've given Miss Peregrine's home for peculiar children a 2-star rating. It's firmly in the middle. It's not fantastic. It's not a complete washout. It's not bad. It could have been better. Please bear in mind it's a 2-star job if you're going to rent it and see it. Have fun. Have a good night.